Hi everybody. Okay, this is about as real as it gets. Me still in my pajamas, putzing around on Saturday. This box is from Web Picture Frames. This is my frames. A few that I ordered. It's like Christmas. Feels like Christmas. I'm gonna unbox this. I'm really excited about this one because I've never ordered a frame in gold, and this one should have it in there. So I'm going to unbox this, and I'm going to turn the video back on because it's they really do a serious job boxing this, and it's just really exciting. So I'll be right back. Hey everybody, it's me again, Cline-Mitchell. I'm here with, I did the unboxing video in my pajamas, and so I figured I would add on to that because that was funny. I was so excited, and I still am. So I wanted to show you what some of the things that came in that box. That particular box was from webpictureframes.com. It's online, of course, and you can get custom size frames. You can get samples, a pretty good amount of samples. I think it's like $6 for, I want to say like 12 or something like that. But it's worth it because it's really hard to see what frames look like in a picture, because as probably a lot of you know, when you do your pictures, or when you post your pictures and paintings, I should say, on Facebook or Instagram, you know, they have these filters, and, you know, just we want to make them lighter perhaps because, or we want to change the filter because the colors, when you're looking at the painting, and you're looking at the photo you just took of it from your iPhone. That's what I use, so I'm speaking about iPhones. It's not the same, and sometimes, you know, like subtle greens and that you really want to come as more blue, and it can really kind of throw a painting off from what it really looks like. But we do the best we can, and we get the idea. Sometimes the filters help, but I digress. So my whole point was to get samples whenever possible of frames, so that, you know, even if you upload your picture the way you can on these sites, it's just not always the same from my experience. I'm always speaking from my experience on these videos. Oops, FedEx is here. I'm not sure what's here, but I'm going to stop for a second and see. Be right back. Okay, sadly that was not for me. Anyway, so okay, so when I opened the box, I took some stuff out, and I did unwrap a couple of the frames and took some of the stuff out. My intention was to do it on this video, but I didn't. And I'm going to pan down in a bit, and I'm going to show you some of the things that came from Web Picture Frames. When I get my delivery from canvasplace.com, I'll show you that when it comes to, because they are different frames, and depending on what, you know, what your needs are. I buy from accordingly each different one, and you'll get the feel for that pretty quick if you go that way. I'm not endorsing them. I don't get a kickback on this whatsoever. I'm just trying to help, because frames are expensive. We all know that, and I don't frame all my art, but I do frame certain ones that I think will help it sell, certain ones that I think will need it to sell, you know. A frame is just, I'm finding, I'm learning over the past several weeks that frames can really push your painting out the door. It's hard for some people to visualize. It's hard for them. Frames will bring out the color. It'll bring out so much of it, depending on, I like floater frames for mine because I use the gallery wrapped canvases, as probably so many of you do. And panels, I do a lot of pouring, so panels don't really work for me. And I think that's it for now, unless I can think of something else. But I'm gonna put the camera down and I'm going to show you some of the things that I got yesterday. And I have a couple of things to put into the frames to show you how they fit. Okay, be right back. Okay, so here we go. These gorgeous gold frames are really what I was waiting for, especially the larger one, because I'm doing a gift. I'm giving a gift of one of my paintings to my niece, and that's what this one is for. This is I don't know if this is called a floater frame. I'll let you know, but it sits right in there, and the picture goes flush against the frame, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. But this is the back. This is what it looks like in the back. And this is, you know, the sides and the inside. I've never purchased a colored frame other than white from either of the companies that I'm discussing about what I buy from. But I really wanted to see what the gold looked like, and I'm really glad that I waited, because it is really, really pretty. Really, really pretty. And I'm about to show you that in a minute. One of the paintings in it. Okay, this fits a 15 by 30, this one. Let me just walk around and get the painting. Bear with me. Here's the painting. I don't know, you might have seen it on my posted this on Facebook in the white frame and the gold frame, and it fits really, really nicely in there. You know, you can't see the whole thing, but it fits real, real nice in there. It's just a great fit. And then and I'm not going to do this part here, but, or I might, but then you take your screws and you, with what I'm going to show you, you affix the frame, the painting to the frame. Okay, so that's that one. The frame is really nice. I was very, very happy. I didn't have the expectations, didn't have very high expectations, because gold is tricky, but I was really glad that how nice a surprise it was. So this one is made to fit a 12 by 24 inch frame. And I get my, made to fit a 12 by 24 painting. I get my canvases from Michael's 99.9% of the time. And the way they're wrapped, the gallery wrapped inch and a half, the way they're wrapped, I just really like them. They're not, sometimes I've gotten ones that work, but this isn't about a video about canvases. So again, you just slip this right in there, and you can see this is not finished. I'm going to embellish this one, but you can see how it fits real nice in there. And it's got a nice wide side. Just sits right in there, and then you put your screws through the back. Okay, so that's one of the other ones that came. And they're nicely boxed. They come in a box, the big box that you saw. And they come in laid on top of each other in a really nice way, protective way. They're wrapped in plastic, held down onto cardboard, separately each one. And then they're in turn wrapped into the box. And they're very, very, very protected. I can't stress that enough. I was really happy with that, how protected they were. And this is a white frame that I ordered. And I'll show that to you in a minute, because I ordered two for a diptych. Diptych? I hope I'm saying that right. And these are becoming my new favorites, that style of frame. Okay, now I also got this, because they sell supplies, and you can get this stuff anywhere. I also got their archival backing paper, also called a dust cover, I guess. It was pricey, and I'm only going to put this on, like the painting I'm giving my niece, and a painting I just sold. So it's It's much more substantial than the Scotch brown paper dust cover paper that I showed you at one point. This right here. I'm trying to remember the price. I don't think it's that much different. I'll qualify that, or if I remember to, but 30 feet. This is also 30 feet. I feel like this was, I'm sure this has got to be more, but again, I'll find out for you. But it's really, really substantial. Nice thick grade of paper. I'm excited to use it. And it came in a box that was in, the way they strategically put everything in that box, the way they pack it is so nice, and there was a top to this to protect it. Also in that box are these. These are samples that I ordered because I really wanted to see what they looked like, of course. Why would you order them? So here they are, dump them out. I am happy I ordered them because I would not have known how much I like 2 of them in there specifically that I will be ordering for a certain kind of painting, certain painting I'm doing. And of course I can't find the other one, but very similar to this one. So here's your natural wood kind. You would not, I don't believe I wouldn't, you would not paint over this. This is a natural color, but it's got a very nice finish. It's not rustic like some of them are that I get from canvasplace.com on purpose, because I do like to finish them myself. But this is very nice if you're going to have a painting that just has that natural finish. You just want that natural light wood finish. Here's another one with a wide, so this is how they fit in. I forget what that's called. So here's another one that I ordered. I thought might be like a nice beachy, for a nice beachy kind of painting. I wanted to hold it up against some of the ones that I've done. And I was surprised how much I didn't like it against the paintings that I thought I would like it. So I'm really glad I didn't buy it for this one painting. I had it in mind. But that doesn't mean that I won't in the future. But at least I have the sample here now, and when I do a painting that I think this might work, I can hold it up to it and decide. Okay, this is all the model number, I guess, the codes are on the back. This, V819. This is a darker one, if you want a darker frame. I don't use a lot. I stain them. I buy them unfinished and I stain them. They're cheaper that way. Here's one that's sort of, it's like, it's got the gray. It is gray. It looks brown here. The edges are brown. It's a wide as opposed to thin, thin like this. So, and even like the gold. This is a wide frame. Here's a thin one. That's, oh, sorry. That's like I ordered. I know. Okay, this is the one I just held up. I apologize. Here's another darker one. A little different than the other one as far as the width, frame width. Let's see. Here's a very dark one. I'm not sure. Oh no, here it is. You're really getting to see me at my most. So this color is so pretty. It's it looks silver in here, but it's not. It's sort of like a soft champagne. That's the color I'm thinking of. It's a champagne in and out. And it goes so pretty with this. I did this diptych. This is just one part of it, but if you see, kind of would go in like this, and it goes so nice with that. These very neutral colors, blue and some bronze in there, and white and pearl white, and wow, this frame, I'm going to order this because I'm doing a very large painting, and I'm going to order this champagne color frame. It's so pretty. I am not kidding. And then lastly, here is again, it's just a different, ever so slightly type of champagne, but it's got a dark inside as opposed to champagne throughout, and it's a little It's a little different, and it's a little thinner. Okay, so that's what you're gonna get, and you just hold them up to your paintings, and you know, you see if you're gonna like it, and that's gonna save you money and frustration if you take it up on their offer to send samples. The price is worth it because then you're not wasting money. And so that was really, really worth it. I'm going to be right back with the white frame. Okay, we're back. These are white frames from the same place. This one here,
I'm making a mistake here. These are not from the same company. The step down, the one with the sort of step down that I'm holding up right here is from canvasplace.com, not Web Picture Frames. Sorry about that, guys.
So you can take your painting, for example, this one right here, I'm about to show you, and you see the back of Michael's canvases, which is significant, and I think I described that why in another video, but we'll get further into that at probably another video. So here, this sits in here like this. Okay, there it goes. This goes right in there. Has some room around it here that you would use a spacer to make sure that it was aligned evenly all around. And then the back is secured as looks like this, where you can see the frame, and you would use an L hook or a Z hook depending on how you're going to frame it. And I'm going to get deep into that in another video, and probably an extension of this one. So I'm trying not to get carried away with too much information, just get started with the basic part first. This frame didn't really work for this one, and I'll tell you why. This canvas was warped. And when I was doing it at the time, I didn't realize it. And then of course I did, and I said, well, you know, I'm resourceful. I don't stress certain things, and that's like, I'll figure that part out. I know a lot of people don't frame their gallery wrapped canvases. I do. Again, just my taste. And also what the customer would want. In this case, the frame sold the painting, I'm sure of it. I mean, I like the painting, but she loved the painting, but when she saw the frame on it, she asked me if she could buy it, and that was like awesome. So it didn't work, and it just didn't work, and I was trying to get this in there, and I was really having a hard time with it because the canvas is warped. So I said, all right, what am I going to do? I have two canvases, it's a diptych, so the other one was okay, but I had to contend with this one, such as it is. So I'm glad when I was looking at the frames on Web Picture Frames, I saw, you know, like I said, I got that gold one, and you see how the style is very different in how they go into, and how the painting goes into it. So this is flat. This is just a flat, it just sits right in there, and I'm going to have to drill holes through here to get the nail, you know, drill the nail through. But it's going to be so much easier, and I'm going to be able to negotiate that warp so that you won't be able to see it. Negotiate into the frame, and it will be fine. It wasn't working with this one. Okay, but this is a good frame. It's a very good frame. I've used it, and I love it. Just that this one is more forgiving, I guess you could say. Okay, so having said that, as people say, here it is. This is the one I'm going to use, and it's going to go right in here like this. And I'm going to be eyeballing it, and I will be, you know, I can still see that it kind of comes up, and it's not completely, like this goes down a little further, but not much. It's very, very subtle. You can't tell in this frame. So when I go to space it, I'll space it in such a way and attach it in such a way that it's just gonna be great. You're not even going to notice. They're not even going to notice it because I can work better with this frame. And that is the difference in the type of, I think they're both called floater frames.
These are both called floater frames, and like I said, one's from Web Picture Frames, the one that's the pictures in now. The other one is from canvasplace.com. Same name, two different ways to that they are on the inside.
Comments when I get around to that part. Okay, I think that's it for today in this video, or at least this part of the video. Talk soon, guys. Bye-bye.